The Rockets game is going on directly behind this camera, so if you see me not looking at the screen, it's because I'm looking at the Rockets game. It's Rockets versus Lakers, so it's a pretty big game. We're down. The Lakers seem to be in control, but we probably could win by the. Oh, no, turnover. Anyway, besides the point. So, um, I kind of have a very good life, right? And I say I have a good life in comparison to some other lives because what they say comparison is a thief of joy, and it is. It can be. It can be a thief of joy. Stop it. Let me turn off the monitor. Right. It can be a thief of joy, but it also could be a reason for gratitude. Because yeah, if I compare my life to say somebody who the only thing I really need in life right now is money. So somebody who has a lot of money, I could be like, yeah, I want their life, you know. But now I'm pretty content with my life. Come on, Ray, don't do this to me right now. And if you're not satisfied with your life, which I realize a lot of people are, I don't like. My advice is you should just figure out how to get a better life. Like cut off who you need to cut off, quit whatever job you need to quit, just do whatever's necessary, just try to start a business, something, try something, do something to try to make your life better, I honestly believe that. And some people say that's horrible advice because, people like to look at their disadvantages a lot. They're not, like, for example, men trying to get women, they're not tall enough, they're not good looking enough, they don't have enough money and all these kind of things, so they kind of just tell themselves that they can't get women because of that. When you can definitely get women looking like anybody, Then again, I'm a tall, good looking person, so maybe I'm not one to talk. But there's always a way, there's always a way. There's always a way. At least I think so. And I try to encourage a more positive mindset, but some people are just stuck in darkness and I don't know how to reach them. It's not my responsibility, first of all, and I understand that, but it's so confusing to me how people could just be stuck in a negative mindset. I mean, I understand it in theory, but not in practicality. I don't doubt myself at all, like at all. I don't know how to doubt myself. I usually believe I can do something. I would try it, and if it doesn't work, then I could be like, yeah. But then I tried. I don't just assume I can't do something. Like when people just started talking about anxiety and depression, I well not just started, but when it became more of a popular mainstream conversation, a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of my friends on Twitter were like, "Oh no, anxiety is forever, depression is forever, there's nothing you could do about it." And I'm like, well, if you think there's nothing you could do about it, then there will be nothing that you could do about it. And don't get me wrong, I know there are people who are depressed and it's just like a biological thing, like the brain is just, I don't know, lacking serotonin or something, and so they just live a rather unhappy, depressed life. I understand that exists. But for a very large percentage of people, that's not the case. I feel like I've said this sometime before. But this is just an encouragement, just don't just give up just because you don't like your situation. Like you try things. Like if you have to cry about it, but try things. Cry and try. Just cry and try over and over and over and over and over and over again. If you never make it out, if you die before you make it out, at least your thoughts will be on doing something about it instead of just sitting down and wallowing. And I kind of feel like doing something about it makes you feel, I don't know, more in control, something. I don't know. This is just advice. It's just advice. But the way has taken over, I'm thinking about the Rockets game. Video for today is done. Shout out to my Patreon supporters.